A special operation in El Salvador, Central America. A show of strength staged and filmed by the government. Secot, the terrorist containment center, has installed a high-security system. 500 soldiers heavily armed are preparing to greet an unusual convoy of 2,000 ultra-dangerous music prisoners. These men are gang members known as Maras in El Salvador. Murder, sexual assault, racketeering. These crime groups have wed havoc in the country for over 20 years. Stripped to the waist in their boxer shorts with their hands tied. The whole show is designed to humiliate them. The brand new prison they are arriving at was designed especially for music. The Messi Court is the largest prison in America. With this footage, the authorities in El Salvador are showing the country and the whole world that they are waging a full-scale war against these gangs. Music, and that they intend to lock them up in these communal cells holding up to 80 people. Music. From now on they will live crammed together without ever receiving a single visitor. El Salvador in Central America is a small country of 6 million people, about the size of Brittany. For 20 years it has been the most dangerous country in the world. 3,000 homicides a year, 30 times more than in France. In relation to the music population, kidnapping, murder, music, racketeering gangs have taken over the country, killing each other and terrorizing its music citizens. But on June 1, 2019, El Salvador's fate changed. Buck, age 37, was elected president of the republic. This former advertising executive declared war on gangs. The president is waging a relentless war against them, hunting them down across the country. As a result, the prison population has tripled in 4 years. A special penitentiary has been built, the Secot, the largest prison in Latin America. In the streets, the population is starting to find its feet. Music, again to show that his country has changed. President Bouil has just organized and even part of funded the Miss Universe contest. Music, but some people are speaking out. NGS are condemning the very strict holding, music conditions and random arrests. Music, an investigation that into one of the world's most oppressive countries. Is President Buck winning his war against the gangs? Is the Secot mega prison really a mass deterrent to crime? To find out, we visited this extraordinary prison. Music, the SO is located in an highly controlled zone an hour from San Salvador, the capital, and access is not easy. The first roadblock manned by prison officials is 3 kilometers away, in fact 200 m further on as you approach the music SO. Jammers prevent any telephone communication within a 2 kilometers radius of the prison. The aim is to prevent gang members from ordering murders from their cells. On in front of us, an 11 m high reinforced concrete enclosure capable of withstanding an attack from a tank equipped with 19 watchtowers, guards armed with assault rifles, and a 15,000-volt electric wire fence. A technological marvel, a source of pride for President Bouil. So the government decided to mount a sophisticated communications operation. Only 5 television crews in the world were authorized to film, one from each continent. China. Some Australian journalists also made the journey. We are the only accredited European film crew. It's the director himself who acts as our music guide. 12,000 members of the Mars are imprisoned here. Our tour begins in one of the prison's 8 wings specially reserved for gang leaders, the most dangerous individuals. For music, Mario 18 and music MS 13, the 2 rival gangs that used to slaughter each other for control of the country, are now forced to live together. That's around 40 waters per wing. The conditions in the cells are particularly harsh. The beds are simple metal bunks without mattresses or blankets, and to wash, prisoners have to make do with 2 cement tubs filled with water, a single toilet for 80 people, and there's no place for rebellion. The first prisoner to cause a problem is sent to solitary confinement, a cell measuring 3x2 m, even more cramped. The only source of light is a tiny window in the roof. The most uncooperative prisoners can spend up to 15 days in this music cell, and to contain the slightest rebellion, the guards are in constant training and the warden has prepared for anything that could happen if a rebellion were to spread. The armory is equipped with cutting-edge assault rifles, but that is not all. To prevent even the smallest incident, a network of 250 CCTV cameras scrutinizes the inmates' every move. Music, despite these extreme detention music conditions, the ward is keen to reassure us. In front of our cameras, the prisoners receive their medication, and when they are allowed 1 hour out of their cells, it is to sing religious hymns in unison to support his argument. The director has chosen a prisoner, the only one one authorized to speak to us, a member of Barrio 18 sentenced to 16 years in prison for extortion. This man, who can't find fault with the conditions of his detention, used to be one of the most fearsome Mars, as his tattoos demonstrate only gang leaders have them on their music faces. Above his lips the name of his clan, the Crazy Southerners. The tear in the corner of his eye indicates that he has committed murder. The arranged interview is not to last more than 10 minutes, but as soon as the guards and the warden have their back turned, certain inmates try to get our attention. You want to say something, and their message is quite different. The warden is annoyed.